quick story about the Roots. So this was a story from back when I owned my recording studio in Boston. And I think it was around the year 2000, maybe 2001, but I think it was 2000 when I was home and one of my partners in the studio gave me a call and said, "Hey, the Roots just booked some time at the studio and they just came in to work something out. You should come down and check it out." So, loving the Roots, I did. Came down, went in the building, went up into the control room, and I only saw one of the engineers there, and so no one else around for the moment. So I just took a seat, and in just another moment or two, someone walked in, and it was Questlove, and he just sat down silently. He had a notebook with him, and he just sat down on one of the chairs on the other side of the control room and just was writing, and then just wrote for about, just very focused, meticulously writing. Didn't say a word, just wrote, was like very focused in thought. And then at some point, after about 10 minutes or so, he gets up, walks through outside of the control room and into the live room and sits up behind the microphone. So it was that kind of classic way, there's obviously a glass separating the control room and the live room, and then the microphone's oriented to so that whoever's at the mic can just face the people in the control room, and vice versa. Everyone faced each other. So he sat at the mic, had the paper in front of him, and then engineer started recording, and then he just was started to read off the sheet at first. There was a track going, and then he was just reading and started to build energy, and then built and built, and then at one point he let the sheet of paper that he was writing and reading from go. And then it was really cool to just, watching his fingers slowly open like a flower, like a lotus, to let the paper slowly drift down, just back and forth below the level of the window that I could see. And then as that piece of paper drift down, he just crushed his vocal take, just really nailed it. And it was a great experience that I got to see visually that transition from brain state to flow state, where someone stops thinking and starts feeling. That transition from craft to art was really cool. And the thing I try to keep close with me about that experience, almost like a totem I can hold and use as like a good luck charm, was the thought that, okay, you trust your preparation enough to let it go, and you're trusting the script enough to go off script. There's things to keep close and to remember about creativity and preparation. And, the moment that that sheet hit the floor, he wasn't reading lyrics anymore. He was really channeling energy. And so I learned that my best work happens when I stop looking at the map and start driving the car, to trust in the preparation and just, go for it. Trust the script enough to go off the script. Like really build the preparation so that we can let loose, let our papers go, and start creating art. So hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Peace.